Sarah always wants to be connected, and she often tweets or texts while driving. How far will Sarah go while looking away from the road? More than an entire football field. Driving the length of a football field without looking at the road is selfish driving. Caring drivers respect everyone's safety. What kind of driver will you be?
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family.
Yeah!
Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our red and blue events venue player of the game is senior Griffin Newby. Griffin has been playing basketball since he was 6 years old and has attended school at Pulaski Academy since the 8th grade. Griffin also enjoys playing on the Ozark Juniors club volleyball team in Fayetteville. His favorite class is Advanced Speaking and Leadership with Mrs. Stefanova. When he's not playing basketball or studying, Griffin enjoys cooking and baking, especially his signature chicken Alfredo. Congratulations to Griffin Newby, our red and blue events venue player of the game. Visit Red and Blue Events Venue online at redandbluearkansas.com. All right, folks. Well, I've got a great opportunity to speak with Coach right before the game. Coach, tell me about the season that these girls have had right up until now. We've just finished out the regular season. You're right in the middle of the conference tournament, leading into regionals and, of course, the state tournament. But kind of sum up the rest of the year for us?
Well, I mean, we divide the seasons into three different parts. You have your non-conference season, you have your conference season, and now where we are at this point is postseason. And this is the most exciting time of the year. I mean,
sure.
Every game's exciting, but this is what you play for. Even going into district, you're preparing to get a good seed in regionals, and in regionals, you're preparing to get a better seed for state. So all these games they're fun, but they're really, really big how you're going to finish the year. So
Right.
So we're excited about getting started tonight, playing Stuttgart, a good team, hot team, and hopefully we'll get off to a good start.
Now, of course, you just mentioned they're a hot team. They're hot because they're coming off of an 8-win streak ever since they left here. So what does that mean playing them tonight? What do you think that's going to look like?
Well, they like you said, they are very confident. They're a group that is that's believing right now in what they're doing. They haven't lost since they left here back almost a month and a half ago. So we better bring our A game. I mean, and that's hard after we beat them pretty good here. So it's going to be a mind game early, getting our feet on the ground. You can always play defense and rebound, and that's what we're going to go on tonight because you never know about your shot. But kids have been so resilient this year, played so hard. They're just a scrappy group that they just kind of refuse to lose.
That's a really good way to describe them. They are scrappy, that's for sure.
Very scrappy.
So, of course, since the last time we were here anyway, we're getting to see two players on the court that we haven't seen in a little while, if ever. You've got Ashlyn McDaniel coming off an injury tonight, and then you've got Jana Ishmael, who's been away, and she's joining the team tonight. Tell me about what it's like to have those two back on the court, and what does that mean for tonight's game?
Well, first of all, it's helped us big time in practice to get them back. Ashlyn went through concussion protocol and has finally got all that stuff out of the way. And Jana has been overseas in Egypt doing family business with her father and her folks, but just both very valuable. Ashlyn is a deadly three-point shooter.
Right.
And to have her come in and be able to give us that support and give us a little depth, resting some of our other people, getting them ready for the fourth quarter. And Jana is going to be helping once she gets in shape and kind of gets the rust knocked off. But she's such a good team player, very encouraging, great locker room player. So just blessed to have them both back.
All right. Well, Coach, looks like we're going to have a great game tonight. Good luck. And thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Looking forward to it.
Folks, stick around. We'll have more Bruin basketball right here on PA Live. To Pulaski Academy. The referees here. All right. Hopefully everybody's out of the snow. You're out of the ice. Ready for some basketball. I don't know about you all, but I should.
I'm still a little baffled by the fact that 4 days ago, 5 days ago, whatever it was, icing. Massive icing. Right. Houses, snow everywhere, and now, kids went to the park yesterday.
I know. Here, yesterday it was 77 degrees. 20 degrees cooler already. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. We've got two broadcasts tonight. 2-hour delay between them. So be sure to come back to the boys game tonight before 7:30. That one's going to tip off. In the meantime, we want to make sure that we acknowledge and we thank the Applied Research Center of Arkansas, the pregame show sponsor. There's someone who loves suppers by itch caused by eggs. They'd like to talk to you. They're doing a research study that is now enrolling participants who have uritis or itch caused by atopic dermatitis. Qualified participants will receive study-related evaluations and study drugs at no cost or compensation. Please call the Applied Research Center of Arkansas at 5. Let's go over to our public address announcer for the starting lineup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pulaski Academy's Alex Hope Gymnasium for this afternoon's ladies matchup featuring the Lady Ricebirds and the Lady Bruins. And now for the starting lineups, beginning with the Lady Ricebirds. At guard, a sophomore, number 1, Maya McCoy. At guard, a junior, number 4, Tori Coates. At guard, a junior, number 10, Ashton Ludwig. At the post, a junior, number 24, Catherine Payton. And at guard, sophomore number 30, Emma Banks. Assistant coaches Chris Hauser, and the head coach for the Lady Ricebirds is Allison Hardy. And now, Bruin fans, get on your feet. These are the Pulaski Academy Bruins. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 5, Natalia Kaiser. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 11, Riley Smith. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 12, Stella Gadberry. At forward, a 5'7" junior, number 15, Blakely James. And at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 30, Taylor Hernandez. Assistant coaches Chris Kordsmeyer, and in his 10th year with the Lady Bruins, the head coach is Rick Treadway. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Bruin basketball.
All right, we are back and ready to tip this one off. I'm not used to being in charge of the basketball.
Nope.
Well, like Coach said, this is going to be a great game. Looking forward to getting this one started. And, like I said earlier, stick around later. The boys will tip off at 7:30 against eSTEM. We've got a separate broadcast, so this one will end after the game, and then you can watch that one later. All right, the Ricebirds come away with the starting possession.
Bruins immediately pressing even after the tip-off.
It's going to be the first foul against. Sorry, I missed whether that foul was on.
That was on Catherine Payton.
Oh, okay.
Yep, must have been an off-ball foul.
Yeah, it must have been.
I was looking for contact of any kind. The Lady Ricebirds with a clear height advantage. All three of the taller players playing out front, interestingly enough. There is Smith with the ball in the lane, gives it to Hernandez, gives it to Keza in the corner, and it's in and out, and the Ricebirds control the rebound out to McCoy. She throws it back to Cokes, and Cokes is going to set it up. No, she's going to give it to McCoy. McCoy over to Banks, back out to Cokes. Looking for Peyton under, nothing doing there. There's Banks with the ball at the top of the key. She gives it to McCoy. Try to get it in to Peyton, and Bruins were able to bat it out of there. And Smith brings it up. Pass to Hernandez. Hernandez sees an opening in the lane, but she cannot get her jump shot to fall.
These Lady Ricebirds coming off, like I said, an 8-game winning streak. They won just last night against Lone Oak by 11. And this is their third year in a row to play them.
Was that a road game, or do we know?
I don't know. I didn't catch that part. But the coach said that she's really proud of this team. Here comes
Gadberry with the steal.
Nice.
Can't convert, but Hernandez gets the offensive rebound.
Smith had the ball batted out of bounds. That was off of Catherine Payton for the Ricebirds. But yeah, the coach said that they're really passing better. She's really happy with the way that they're doing so far this year. They've really gelled. They're playing like a family, and that their scoring on this team has been equally balanced. Here's Smith from the corner. It's off the inside of the rim, no good, and the Ricebirds will bring it back down.
So 2 minutes in, and neither team has managed to find the bottom of the basket. Quite a few attempts. There's a long one. Nope. That was from Ludwig, Ashton Ludwig. We got a couple of Ludwigs out there for the Ricebirds. Here's Smith looking to take her defender off dribble, and
nice.
She does. Gets the first couple points for either side in this one.
Here's Tori Cokes bringing it inside. She's going to shoot. It's off the glass. No good. And the rebound goes to Emma Banks, and she scores 2. And that puts the Lady Ricebirds on the scoreboard. Hernandez down in the corner getting trapped. She cuts it out to Gadberry. Gadberry over to Smith on the left wing. Back out to Gadberry. Down in the corner, there's Keza. She comes back outside, gives it to Gadberry. She tries a 3, and it's off the rim.
James could not quite pull that rebound down, and here is Banks bringing it up.
Folks, if you're just joining us for the first time, we welcome you, and we do announce the game probably a little more than you might typically see on a television broadcast. That's because we have many fans who are visually impaired, and that allows them to keep up with the Bruins as well. There's Keza for 2. It's not any good, and there's a foul on the floor.
I'm not sure if that.
Okay. That's the second one that's going on Catherine Payton. And that was a shooting foul.
It looked clean, honestly, but the few shots before.
Sure.
But
so Blakely James is shooting from the free throw line. First one's good. Incoming for the Lady Ricebirds is number 11, Lauren Spoon, and number 23, Erin Ludwig.
Trading a Ludwig for a Ludwig there.
Misses the second free throw, and Stuttgart has the rebound. Passes down to Spoon. She's going to drive inside, trying to find a lane. Passes it inside over to Emma Banks, who gets fouled, and she's going to shoot from the line.
That was an impressive pass and a smart foul, because you don't want to give her a good look like that.
That was the first foul on Taylor Hernandez and the first foul against the Bruins. Here's Emma Banks from the free throw line. The first one is off the front of the rim.
Both teams playing smothering defense, not giving either side a look. Fight for the rebound, and Banks gets her own rebound. Cannot get to go at the putback. There's Gadberry bringing the ball up for the Bruins. Trying to find an opening in this defense. Here's Gadberry from the corner.
Oh, just off.
Had good towards, just not enough distance. Here's Banks bringing the ball up. And they're going to say that's a charge. Good heads-up play there by Blakely James to.
That one's going on Emma Banks, her first personal foul and third team foul against the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Hernandez gives it back to Gadberry. She brings it across midcourt. Was talking earlier with one of our maintenance folks here, the one and only beloved DC Colclo. And he was telling me earlier about how when Estella Gadberry was in 7th grade, she noticed that he was in here picking up the trash after one of the games. And she just looked around, saw nobody was helping him, so she started helping too.
Oh, wow.
And he said that she helped him clean up the entire gym. And he's just been a big fan of hers ever since. Said that she's just got a great heart, and he follows along with her every time he can.
Well, that was Hernandez hit a 3 for the Bruins, and then the Ricebirds couldn't convert on the other end, so the Bruins with a 4-point lead. Speaking of custodians, were they
nice 3-point shot by Smith.
They're going to say that was a moving screen penalty. That was on Blakely James.
Never mind. I'm sorry, you were saying.
Oh, so I guess they've had their hands full this week.
They certainly have.
With the cleanup after the mess over this past weekend. Some water issues is what I hear. I never heard much more.
Yeah, luckily it doesn't seem like there was any damage, so got that under control.
Floor looks extra shiny.
Yeah. I don't think there was any in here.
Oh, okay.
It was in the building somewhere, but not on the floor.
There's Gadberry to that was Smith.
James. Oh, Smith, thank you. Yeah. We both are trying to guess at names here. Here's Tori Cokes bringing it back across for the Ricebirds. She kicks it into the corner. That was Erin Ludwig attempting a 3. It was an air ball. And now here's Hernandez with the rebound. Gives it over to Gadberry. She brings it across midcourt. She goes straight up the middle, cuts it outside to Keza, and she drills a 2.
Got a timeout. First one of the day, our Davis DuBose Knight Forestry Real Estate timeouts.
Yep.
Tell us about them.
Well, at Davis DuBose Knight Forestry and Real Estate, they're a proud supporter of Bruin Athletics. DDK specializes in land sales, timber sales, and land appraisals. They market timber properties, hunting properties, farms, and pasture land. Visit them online at forestryrealestate.com to see their list of available properties, find out about their services, and meet their team of experienced foresters and real estate professionals. Again, that's forestryrealestate.com.
So Bruins have not substituted so far. I do believe we might see her. Nope, I thought I saw Ashley McDaniel and Whitney Waters out there, but
they went in the huddle, but didn't. Yeah, it came back to sit down.
Not quite yet. So different philosophies, different strategies as far as.
They have, the Ricebirds have a much deeper bench too.
That's true.
There's Emma Banks.
You say that's off the Bruins.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on. I think that came off of Hernandez. I'm not sure. There's the inbound. And that time, Natalia Keza knocked it out of bounds. Playing some strong defense there. Bruins maintaining a zone defense.
They're going to say went off of. It was a blocked shot, it appeared, but went off a Ricebird before going out of bounds. Oh.
Happens every game. There's always a player trying to check in with us.
It's Ashton Ludwig about to check in.
James passes it to Smith at the top of the arc. She goes to the left wing to Hernandez, back to the center to Gadberry, back to the left wing, back to James. Gadberry on the right wing, goes to Smith in the center. Now James on the left wing. Hernandez back at the top of the arc, taking her time this time. Setting up something a little different.
Ricebirds playing a zone here, not giving them any easy looks, for sure. Gadberry, long range, says, I'm feeling it.
I want to drop a 3.
Bruins almost get him with the half-court trap. Still forced a turnover. Gadberry with some fancy moves there.
She was trying to get it quickly over to Hernandez. The timing was just off a little bit.
Well, she managed to control with the behind the back move to keep him off guard and keep herself on guard.
So Ashton Ludwig comes back in for Tori Cokes. There's Smith at the top of the arc. She gives it to Gadberry in the left corner, and that's another three-pointer for Estella.
Bruins force another turnover with the half-court trap.
Hernandez tries a 3, and it's just off the outside of the rim. And the Ricebirds come away with the rebound.
Bruins with the swarming defense even on the miss.
Spoon tries a shot. It's no good, and Keza gets the rebound. 23 seconds left in the quarter. Gadberry now taking her time, bringing it across midcourt. She is unguarded at the moment.
I know she's got range, but I don't.
We've seen her make it from
That's
half
true.
court. Don't say that.
That's true.
4 seconds left. Here's Hernandez from the left corner. It's no good. And James tried to put it back, still no good. So after the first quarter, Bruins lead 14-2. We want to make sure that we thank Holloman & Associates for being another one of our great sponsors. Holloman & Associates handles cases nationwide, including an employee's right to fair pay, oil and gas matters for landowners, and catastrophic personal injury litigation. Their primary office is centrally located nationally right here in Little Rock. If you have a business, eventually you're going to need a business lawyer, so remember to contact Holloman & Associates, and you'll see right there at the bottom of the screen, that's our Holloman & Associates live fan feedback. Send us a text message at that number. Don't call it. Nobody's going to answer. But you can send us a text message right there at that number and tell us what you think about the game.
Well, I think It's Bruins have an impressive lead, all things considered.
Right.
I mean, that one 3-pointer from Gadberry.
2.
Well, but the one that where she was, several feet back.
That's true.
That's going to demoralize any team.
Right.
Because, I mean, they were playing great defense, lockdown defense, and, I mean, she just decided in the moment, hey, I got this, and knocked it down.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you could do about that.
Right.
And then, that's one of, I believe, three 3-pointers. Oh.
They're always trying to check in with us. It happens every time.
Referee's confused as well.
Right. Well, she didn't make it in time, and in addition to everything else. So
was that the Bruins have 3-3-pointers, right?
That is incorrect. They've got 2. They had the one that was made, but that was a foul they called instead.
Oh, okay. Gadberry's got 2. Okay.
Yes. She's got the only 2 threes of the game. There's a jump ball, and that one's going to favor the Lady Ricebirds.
Never seen a 4-person jump ball.
Right.
Does that mean they have to play 2-on-2 now?
Right. Power play.
So, Ricebirds inbound the ball as possession favor was in there. Possession error was in their favor, rather.
Oh, it looks like I'm incorrect. Taylor Hernandez had a 3 also, so you were right.
I knew I wasn't imagining things. She
right.
hit it from the corner over here.
Yeah.
Her usual. Well, here's Gadberry.
Another 3 for Estella. Covering 9 points for the team so far. .656 left in the first half. The Bruins lead 17-2.
There's a 3 for the.
No, he says that's a 2.
2 for the Ricebird. Emma Banks. Nothing but net there.
It looked like it was from range as well, but the official that was closer, he says, no, that's 2.
Well, and we didn't mention, there's a, Smith.
Caught traveling.
Told herself, my bad. Well, that's what she'd done after.
Keza is coming back in for Hernandez.
McDaniel's out there.
Yep. I missed her coming in.
Yeah, she came in at the quarter, so we were busy informing folks of our sponsors.
Now, one thing I'm curious about, what number is she wearing?
20?
20.
Isn't she? Nope.
Yes, she is. Okay.
There's a 3 attempt, no good. Scramble for the ball.
There's Erin Ludwig. She sends it over to Emma Banks at the top of the arc. Back to Ludwig on the right wing. She passes it over to Tori Cokes. She tries for 2. It's no good, and the Bruins bring it back down. There's Smith off the glass, and it's good.
Bruins with a 15-point lead here. The defense definitely getting to the Ricebirds, as it does with every team that they play. Good ball movement there to find Ashton Ludwig. She could not get the 3 to go, and Smith's leading the charge. Great pass from me.
That's I guess a well-placed foul. If that was, I mean, it looked like it was intentional, but that was on Ashton Ludwig, her first personal foul and 4th team foul against Stuttgart.
Good pass by McDaniel there, and she got robbed of an assist.
Right.
See, Hernandez is about to come in, as is
Maya McCoy. So Blakely's first free throw is good.
Is that her first points of the game, or?
No, yeah.
Okay. I thought she had a field goal, but she does not. Just a over and back there with the pass from Aaron Ludwig. Here is Banks. Had a good look, couldn't get it up there, and there's a foul on the after the offensive rebound. That's going to be Maya McCoy heading to the line. Shoot a couple.
That was the first personal foul on Ashlyn McDaniel, third team foul against the Bruins. The first free throw from McCoy is good.
First Riceburg to score that wasn't Emma Banks. She had both of the points for both of the 4 of the points, whatever. You know what I meant. Both shots. Here's McDaniel from range.
Oh, and it's just off. She just needed that shot to warm up. That's another jump ball. This one's going to the Bruins. I tell you, you look right there at Ashton Ludwig.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
She means business.
Yeah, well, and then I'm trying to. Okay, so Ashton has her hair down, or in a ponytail down, and then Aaron has it up. So
easier to tell them apart.
Yeah, that's what because I keep.
And there's Natalia Keza with 2. Riley Smith comes back to the table to check in for the Bruins. There's Maya down low. She tries to get it up in the air and couldn't, and instead Hernandez comes away with the steal. She sends it over to James in the left corner. There's a shot. It's in and out.
There's Ludwig gets the rebound. I guess that is Ashton Ludwig.
So Riley Smith comes back in place of Blakely James. And entering the game for the Lady Ricebirds is Madeline Maynard, number 22. There's Maya McCoy bringing it across midcourt. She sends it over to Aaron Ludwig. Down low, there's McCoy again. It's no good, and he's going to call a foul on Ashton Ludwig. Her second personal foul and 5th team foul.
Came over the back on. I didn't see who that was, but yeah, it was. There was a Bruin who had position.
Yeah, I think it was Hernandez.
Well, she had position.
Is it just me, or is it kind of funny the way that Gadberry has her short pulled in?
Just one up, yeah.
Yeah, just one leg.
It's her tradition. Although sometimes she doesn't start the game like that. It's like she'll switch to it, but yeah.
Right. It's like her lucky charm.
Here is Banks to the line to check, or not a line, but to the scorer's table. Speaking of Gadberry, nice pass to Hernandez, and
nice.
She knocks down the 3 to give the Bruins a 20-point lead.
3.5 minutes left in the first half. Oh, wow. And that was Smith taking advantage of the opportunity. Kicks it over to Keza, and it goes. I thought that was just going to be out of bounds, but instead he calls a foul on Aaron. No, excuse me, that's on number 4, Tori Cokes. That's her first personal foul and 6th team foul against Stuttgart. So here's Natalia Keza shooting 2. Lauren Spoon and Emma Banks come back into the game. Let's see, from our Holloman and Associates live fan feedback, we have someone saying, hello, go Bruins, from J.D. Dunnigan from Fleming Island, Florida. Hope to see Megan play. Thanks for the broadcast. Well, thanks for joining us, J.D.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure if Matt were here, he would say, hey there. He'll be happy to hear that you chimed in.
And there is a forced turnover by the Bruins, over and back. And another DDK timeout. This one, it's a full timeout for the Ricebirds.
Well, stick around at halftime. We're going to have an opportunity to speak with Trent Morgan, head coach of the boys team. Of course, like I said earlier, the boys will play tonight at 7:30. And we're not going to carry this 2-hour break between the games tonight.
No.
So it'll be 2 separate broadcasts. So instead of like you normally would, you watch the first game, go grab some snacks or something, come back to the couch and watch the second game. Tonight it's 2 separate broadcasts. So we'll finish this one out, and then later tonight, about 7:20, 7:25 is when we'll start the second broadcast for the boys' game. So make sure you come back and watch that one with us as well. But want to make sure that we thank First Community Bank. You can bank with the home team, score with the home team at First Community Bank. They offer a full line of products and services with the latest in banking technology. With 2 convenient locations in Little Rock and a new Central Arkansas Banking Center in the works at the corner of Rawling Road and Chenal Parkway, they're bringing community banking to you. Their community spirit and attention to customer service can't be beat. First Community Bank's priorities are deep in the communities they serve. They are proud supporters of Bruins basketball. Visit them online at firstcommunity.net. First Community Bank, where community is everything. Member FDIC.
Whitney Waters makes her first appearance of the evening. She makes a pass to Hernandez. And that does not fall, and that goes out of bounds. It was off a Bruin foot. I believe that might have been Waters down there. Checking trying to check the tournament brackets on the AAA. They're going to say she walked. Oh.
I just happen to have a copy right here.
All right.
There's Keza from the left corner. There's a 3, and it's off the inside of the rim. And Hernandez tries to put it back. It's no good, and instead the Ricebirds will bring it back across. Oh, that's going to be a foul. I think it'll be on Smith. Nope, he'll call it on Hernandez. That's her second personal foul, 4th team foul against the Bruins.
Just looking to see if we can, well, I guess we won't have any scores because the other game's at 6.
Right. Yeah, it was interesting the way they did this, of course, to minimize the number of people in each of the facilities. They anytime that if one facility was hosting 2 games in a night, there's Riley Smith for 3. But anytime there was a facility like ours that was hosting 2 games, they put 2 hours in between them. So in order to do that, they had to start the first game like this one at 4:30 and the second one at 7:30. That way they have enough time to clean the facility and sanitize it.
Makes sense.
And then if you're hosting just one game, those start at 6.
Okay.
So that is why.
That makes sense. Well, we might have that score by the end of, if I can get this to load up.
Right. Here's Hernandez on the right wing. She's going to send it back to the center to Smith. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the first half. Hernandez sends it over to Whitney Waters. Back to Hernandez. She moves to the center. Bounce pass over to James. James is down in the right corner.
Oh.
They're fighting over the ball, and that's another jump ball.
No, they're going to say foul on James.
Excuse me. Shut my mouth.
I
don't.
Reporting just the facts, sir.
Right, just the facts. Well, in that case, that is the second foul called on Blakely James and the 5th team foul on the team. Approaching 1 minute left in the first half. That's Emma Banks trying to find a hole. And that goes in and out of the hands of Ashton Ludwig. So the ball will turn over. Blakely James comes back in place of Waters. And here's Riley Smith to bring the ball back across midcourt for the Bruins. She has McDaniel in the lane. She sends it to the left side over to James in the corner. Back out to the top is Smith. Sends it to the right corner, the right wing. That's Hernandez.
Bruins have certainly done a good job of dissecting the zone once they got used to it. Zone defense of the Ricebirds.
Oh no.
Let's say that. And
Yeah.
that's going to be over and back.
Oh, yeah, she should have jumped at that and thrown it back, but she knows it now. As soon as she touched it, she realized what happened.
Yep.
So here's Emma Banks for the Ricebirds to inbound the ball right in front of us here. She is sending it back into the right into the lane with Catherine Payton. But it's going to go out of bounds off of one of the Bruins. Now Maya McCoy stands to inbound the ball.
What region are we in? There's Morrilton, Blytheville.
Of course, the regionals will start after this tournament. So I don't know. I haven't even looked that far ahead. And, of course, the coaches were at, Coach Kordsmeyer came over earlier tonight after I'd finished setting everything up, and he asked me, he said, so, what are the rules associated with what games you can do? I was like, well, we can do any game we can do. It's just a matter of, Holt and I have real jobs.
That
so,
and, what's the setup?
Right.
What's the Wi-Fi situation?
Yeah, where's it at? And, nice. Three-pointer at the buzzer by Riley Smith. What a time to have your first three.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Well, after the first half, the Bruins lead 33-6. What a first half this is.
What a first half. Well, and I was looking, so there's 4 different regions. There's Morrilton. Oh, okay, they went away on me. I'll figure it out eventually. Someday.
Right.
Not today. Today is not that day.
What do we say to death?
Not today.
Not today.
I was actually thinking, oh, never mind. Y'all don't want to know. Another nerd.
Another nerd reference?
Different nerd.
Well, you talk about a nerd reference, and Christina walked away, so I can talk about it for a second. Over last week when we were sitting at home, she decided, first it was all of the Lord of the Rings movies. Now, I'm going to tell you, this wasn't me.
Well, no, that was what I was about to say. That was going to use a line from Lord of the Rings.
That was her.
Yeah.
She's the one who pulled out. And it wasn't just the regular. No, it was the extended versions. Yeah. So she and Grant went through, and I'm working. I've been working from home for a while. I'm working, diligently. I don't have time for that nonsense.
People screaming, Dad.
Right. Yeah, exactly. If only they were here. But no, yeah, they're watching all. They started with The Hobbit. I mean, they went all of them.
Oh, wow.
Started with The Hobbit, went through all of the extended versions and everything. Now, obviously, this was across several days. Well, then once they were done with that, they're like, well, what now? And Christina's like,
Star Wars?
No. It shocked me. She's like, oh, I got it. Let's watch all of the Marvel movies in order.
Wow. 24, all 24 of them.
Well, she didn't. Well, they didn't get maybe a third of the way through. Okay. Maybe. I know that we didn't get to Black Panther yet.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna say you're not even in phase 4.
No, I think we just finished the second Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
So that's where we were.
Gotcha.
So that was fun. I got to tell you. I wasn't hating that. They could have picked something totally different.
Yeah.
Well,
so sorry for those y'all still awake. What do we have stats wise? Who's got the buckets? Who's got the points? I know Stella is leading.
Yeah, she is certainly. She has 9 points. All of those from threes. They have something different on the board?
They have Smith with 10 points.
Well,
did you count that last 3 for her?
Did.
Huh.
I did, but I only showed 7. But, okay, they have an extra 3 for her. I'll go with it. Why not? So, if that's the case, then Riley Smith is actually leading the team with 10 points. She has 2 field goals and 2 three-pointers. Let's see. Natalia Keza has 2 field goals for 4 points. Gadberry has 3 threes, as I said. Blakely James has 2 fouls, 1 three-pointer, 3 free throws for a total of 6 points.
Nice. That's unusual.
Right, and then you've got Taylor Hernandez, who also has 2 fouls, and she has 2 three-pointers.
All right.
So doing all right. Everything's kind of rounded out tonight. It's one of those nights where not anyone in particular is shining. It's going to make our job hard at the end of the game trying to decide who gets the Crown Trophy Bruin Claw.
It is. So I need you to educate me on the status of the tournament situation right now.
Right. Okay, so tonight, this tournament right here is the conference tournament.
Okay.
All right, now what this does is once this is all over, and they're going to play this one tonight, of course, then there's games Friday night, and Saturday.
Okay.
So, and unfortunately, we can't bring you those. I'm already booked somewhere else. I've got to announce over at UALR.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, we won't be bringing you those. However, there's still lots of basketball to happen. From what I understand, the rest of the season, the rest of the postseason, I should say,
yeah.
will not be here.
Okay.
So, unless something drastically changes, this could be the last game that we have here this season.
Okay.
So there's that. So we don't know what we don't know for the next tournament. Now we're getting into regionals next week.
Okay.
So what that is this tournament will determine the seeds for regionals.
Okay.
Regionals will determine the seeds and who gets to play at state.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking at. It's the 3 different tournaments. This is the first of the 3.
Okay. So that makes a little more sense because we have. Let me find it. So there are.
Hey,
2020.
Coach, come on over.
Girls North, girls South, and girls East, and then there's the championship in Morrilton.
Go grab those headphones over there. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Make sure we got volume on him.
Put those underneath there, Holt, so they don't get tangled up. Coach, once you get those on, flip that down, pull it in nice and tight on your mouth. There you go, and we'll turn this on. Coach Morgan, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'd love to have you anytime we can get you, that's for sure. It was kind of interesting. This was the very first broadcast we were able to get any coach.
There you go.
Not that we haven't. We haven't even asked because most of the, it's been busy for us, and it's nuts.
Sure.
So, but it's great to be able to have both of you come on and talk to us tonight. So, rounding out the season, you've already gotten through the regular season.
Yeah.
Starting, getting into this postseason play now. Looking back at the regular season, kind of sum that up for us and tell us what your thoughts are on the Bruins this year.
A blur. I mean, with everything that was thrown at us, I mean, it really seems like a blur to look back and reflect on all of it. But, some ups and downs there early. Had some injuries before conference play. We didn't have our whole team back, waiting on football as they were continuing their path to another championship. So, once we got all those guys back, it took a little time to get those guys, acclimated and get their basketball legs under them. But, starting conference play, we started with Mills and, easy game to start conference play with.
Sure.
Right? But after that, we learned a lot about our basketball team and just I think we went on win 6 in a row and really developed that team chemistry, what we're looking for, and really never looked back, kind of held on to that number 2 spot the whole way. So
what is it you're looking for? You say you find that team chemistry that you're looking for. What is it that you look for, and that you've reached that point in the season, and you're just like, okay, yeah, they've gelled?
Well, some teams just don't have it. They don't have the talent. They don't have the coaching. They just don't have the makeup to make a run at this thing. And this is what I talked to our guys actually yesterday. I showed them a video that Kobe Bryant put out, a while ago, and it was all talking about championship mentality. And we've shown that at times this year, and there's times where we kind of haven't. It's kind of been inconsistent. So, you talk about a season a season is wrapped up with little seasons in it, and we're about to start our last little season of our season, this conference tournament. So it's just bringing that championship mentality every time, not taking a playoff, leaders stepping up, sharing the basketball, playing our system, doing our thing. So that's really what we're trying to get to, especially these last 2 games of the conference tournament.
So looking forward to tonight. You're hosting eSTEM.
Yep.
We've already played them a couple of times this year,
Twice.
right? Yeah. So kind of give us a preview of tonight's game. What do you expect?
We split in the conference season at their place, lost. We beat them here. So, anytime you're playing a team for the 3rd time, it's going to be tough. We know what they want to do. They know what we want to do, I'm just going to – it's going to come down to this. I mean, it's going to come down to heart.
Who wants it more?
Who's making the effort plays. I mean, X's and O's are obviously going to play a part in it, but it's really going to come down to who's going to make that extra play, who's going to show the most heart and want it more, and hopefully our guys do tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Thank
we'll
y'all
have you
for
back
everything y'all
sometime.
do.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, it's fun to have Coach Morgan on here.
Good luck.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to kick off the second half of tonight's game. We've got, again, the score, Bruins 33, Stuttgart Ricebirds 6.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him, and of course the calls came out and we're ready to play. I
didn't notice he was over here waiting.
Yeah. Oh.
If I'd noticed that sooner, I would have flagged him over. We had more time with him, but we'll try again later. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him if the winter or not break, whatever you want to call it,
right, the impromptu break,
the snow break. Yeah, if that snowpocalypse.
Yes.
If that affected.
Oh, thank you.
Any of his, how prepared his team is, because one advantage the eSTEM's going to have, but may not, it depends on what you say. Oh, we got a jump ball. Oh, everyone all right? One advantage that eSTEM really has is that, they're going to have played a game since coming back from the break, the impromptu break.
Right.
But it was last night, so.
Well, and the Bruins did too. They put together a game against Lake Hamilton, and that was
they did?
Yeah, it was last night or the night before last, I forget which, but it was just added to the schedule. It's a non-conference game, not part of this tournament.
Okay.
Just to kind of knock the rust off and get them some time on the court just to get ready again for more tournament play.
We'll see. That was that's neat to know. That's smart. My opinion, because being cooped up in the snow. Now I imagine they were probably,
I can't imagine Hernandez not being in this room every single day of that. I don't know if she was or not, but it just seems like every time I look, she's in here practicing.
Oh, and you were talking about the girls' team.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking the boys' team.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, do we know if the boys' team played?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just the girls that played in Lake Hamilton, so I don't know if they played since then.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a travel. Speaking of which, that was Hernandez.
Yep.
Got a little happy feet. Of course, she was trapped. So
yeah.
Coach is saying I think she had a little help walking.
When he made that call, she looked at him and kind of nodded her head. Like, yep, it was.
I done it. It were me.
There's Lauren Spoon on the left corner. She is trapped, and 3 seconds in the lane.
I don't think that was Banks.
Yeah, so the ball's going to go back to the Bruins. There's Smith inbounds the ball to Gadberry. 5 minutes 45 seconds left. Bruins lead 33-8. There's a shot from Hernandez. It's no good. Keza with the rebound. She kicks it out to Blakely James for 3, and it's good.
6 points for her. Banks realizes I can't pass it quite yet to Cokes. She does once she gets over the half-court line.
Oh, wow. Maya McCoy loses control of that pass she just received, and instead Smith is going to capitalize on that one.
I think Keza might have just stolen that from her teammate.
Yeah.
She realized Smith was ahead, and I want to say that was James was just looking to get control of it. Keza just kind of punched it forward.
And there's Maya McCoy. She's going to try it again. It's no good, and Keza comes away with the rebound. Lots of defense right there on her. So Gadberry helps her out, gets that ball back across. She'll try off the glass. It's no good. She gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Smith, and it's good for 2.
That's going to give Smith 14 points on the night.
Right? Wow.
Now, okay, yeah, she had 10 points. Never mind. I was getting her number and the amount of points she had mixed up. So, Hernandez just about steals the ball, but.
So here is Carmen Sanic and Aaron Ludwig both checking in for the Lady Ricebirds.
Bruins still sitting on a 32-point lead.
Oh, that just almost went out.
It certainly did. And Gadberry just about stole that one. Just couldn't quite.
Couldn't hang on to it.
No.
So here's Maya McCoy to inbound the ball. There's the pass. Gets it over to Sanic. Now it's Aaron Ludwig. Sends it across to Emma Banks. Over to Maya McCoy. She's on the the left wing.
That was a fantastic pass from McCoy to Banks.
Banks for 2.
Rice Birds in double digits now. Here's Gadberry from range.
Ashlyn McDaniel waiting to check in for the Bruins. Double zero from the right corner. It's no good. And James comes away with the rebound. Gives it to Gadberry. She gives a deep pass over to Hernandez, and she's in trouble. She'll bring it back out. Now James from the right corner sends it way out there back to Hernandez at the top of the arc. A little further than I think it needed to be. Now Smith on the left wing. Back to Gadberry at the top of the arc. Passes, tries to send it down into Natalia Keza, but
I think that was McCoy.
I think it was Aaron Ludwig actually reached up and knocked it out of bounds.
Couldn't tell. I had a referee in front of me.
Right. I didn't see who came out for McDaniel.
That is going to be, that's Smith.
Blakely James with that shot off the glass.
It's her 8 points. Yeah, and that was Riley Smith that came out for McDaniel. Gadberry, very verbal with the quarterbacking from the top of the key on defense. I guess that'd be usually middle linebackers. One's going to be calling the defense. So either way, there's Keza coming off. Waters comes on. You got a Oh, okay, wait. We got to clarify some. Making sure we got our numbers right.
He originally called the foul on Taylor Hernandez. Yeah, he did correct that. That was on 20, Taylor Ashlyn McDaniel. That's her second personal foul.
Oh.
Right, yeah. Well, what Christina was just saying in my headset here was Ashlyn went over to the other ref and said, hey, that was me. And I've seen that happen before. I mean, I just watched it happen. Are you kidding? At last weekend at the Little Rock Trojans game. But he was not telling the truth at that point. He was trying to save their star shooter from getting his fifth foul.
Yeah.
And so he was like, no, that was me, and had the refs even the coach said, no, please go look at that again. Go look at the replay. And so, of course, they can do that. So they looked at it and confirmed, yes, no, it was the other guy.
And I could see where there'd be confusion here.
Sure.
McDaniel has a 20. Hernandez has a 30.
Yes.
2 and the 3 can be a little. Okay, I want to note something for the record.
Okay.
Nathaniel actually said something on the air. He said one thing, one word.
He did say one word. I forget what it was. Did he say no?
Zero.
Yeah.
The question was, how much would it cost to get something silly for us to
to cut me off or something?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what it was.
Yeah. Zero.
And that was it. And Christina's over here giving good input.
Right, and never talking on the air. All it takes is just unplug this and put it right there.
Just do it.
She keeps saying you don't really want that. You don't want that.
Like, is this the you, like, plural you, or, like, who?
Nobody. I think nobody wants that is what she's saying.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Formal. Oh.
There's Maya McCoy. She gets control of it, sends it over to, was that Madeline Maynard? Yes, it was. And now Ashlyn McDaniel on the other end of the court.
She wasn't quite ready for that ball. Did she still control it? Yeah. Trying to get McDaniel open look, and fortunately she throws it away. Got 4 substitutions coming on. I think my eyes do spy Jana Ismail.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to mention. Was Jana Ismail was checking in here at the table, and Chris was like, "Wait a minute, who are you?"
So Bruins still maintaining a 30-point lead here with just about a minute to go in the third quarter.
That was Lauren Spoon with that basket. Under a minute left. There's McDaniel driving inside. She's going to kick it back out.
Travel.
Yeah. So entering the game for Pulaski Academy is number 14, Jana Ismail. And Riley Smith comes back in.
As does Megan Johnston.
Megan Johnston enters the game. So there you go. I know we were hoping for that one, and so there you go, JD, down there in Fleming Island, Florida. Got your wish. There's Megan on the court.
Good rotation by the Rice Birds.
That was
quite good to go.
Carmen Sanick with the attempted three-pointer. They came back with the rebound. Another three-point attempt from Madeline Maynard.
Johnson
now the
with
Bruins.
the rebound. Smith wasn't sure if she could dribble there.
Waters tries to send it to Smith. That was Catherine Payton. Goodness, she is tall. She's got a hand on it. Ismail over to Smith, over to James. Down in the corner, that's Waters. Gives it back to Smith in the top right, the right wing. Back down to Waters. 2 seconds left. And that is the end of the third quarter. The Bruins lead 42-12.
McDaniel looks like she's about to check in.
Well, don't forget about the Red and Blue Events venue. You heard about them early in tonight's broadcast, but they can help your organization with virtual events during this time of limited in-person get-togethers. Board meetings, annual fundraisers, and special programs, they have all the technology to push your virtual events through live streaming. For nonprofits, they can show you how to net a healthy profit from a virtual event as well. And once it's safe to get together again for live in-person gatherings, be sure to check out Red and Blue for everything from business meetings and training sessions to graduations, luncheons, and birthday parties. Red and Blue Events venue, urban, rustic, modern. Make it your own. Visit them online at redandbluearkansas.com.
Well, Bruins are feeling pretty comfortable at this point. Have to be.
I would think so.
Handy lead, 30-point lead, and imagine we'll see quite a few more of the freshmen.
Well, and this is a great opportunity, folks. Right now, looking at the past 3 quarters of play, who is it that you think is deserving of tonight's Crown Trophy Bruin Claw in this game? Send us a text message at the live fan feedback right down there in the bottom of the screen. That's the phone number. Just send a text message there, and it's, what is it? Text messaging rates may apply. I don't know who actually gets charged per text message anymore, but so
interesting lineup out here. As we said, we'll probably see a few more of the freshmen as Scarlett comes on for her first appearance in the evening. Got none of the original starters out there. And I can't help but notice, am I imagining things? Oh, that's a three from
that Maynard. Was Madeline Maynard.
Okay, Ismail's shoes are throwing me off.
Yeah.
Okay, they're half black, half white. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a turnover.
They're like black on the inside and white on the outside.
Yep.
So, when she runs and when she turns, it looks like they're different shoes.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, it looked like it might have been off of Peyton, but they're going to say that's Rice Bird ball.
Well, I didn't make note of it, but you may have said it a second ago. Caroline Skurlock is out there on the court.
And one shot there. Yep, she came on for first appearance. That's going to be Tori Cokes going to the line to complete the old-fashioned or attempt it.
That foul was called on Megan Johnston, her first personal foul, and I have third team foul, but they have 2. So that's probably correct, 2.
I can only remember 1. So.
Okay.
There's McDaniel looking to set it up top. There's a jump ball. That's going to be Johnston and it's like Cokes. Yep, fighting for it. That's going to be Bruin ball. His possession arrow was pointing their way. That ball is tipped by 00, whatever, Sanak.
Yep. Carmen Senek. There's Ismail at the top of the arc. Oh, wow. Nice pickoff there from Tori Cokes.
Skurlock tries to steal of her own. Couldn't quite complete it as the Rice Birds are going to control. 5.5 minutes left. Here's Banks looking for Peyton. And Skurlock gets a finger on that one. Here's Johnston driving. Gives it to McDaniel. McDaniel for 3.
Oh, it's just off the front of the rim. Aaron Ludwig at the table to check in.
As is Lily Crandall and
Maya McCoy. And foul is called on number 20, Ashlyn McDaniel. That's her 3rd personal foul and 3rd team foul against the Bruins in this half.
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah. I just had to put it down as -1 in a different spot until I figure out who it was I erroneously put a foul on.
There's Banks with the 2nd free throw. No good. McDaniel pulls down the rebound. Gives to Skurlock at the top of the key, to Johnston, to Ismail. She is looking to drive, kicks it back out, but it is tipped. That's off of Sanak. I don't know why, but I just like saying 00 Sanak.
Sure, I get that.
It has a, familiar ring to it.
See Heath up there watching the game. Captain Heath.
Ismail, good pass to McDaniel for 3, and it's, a loose ball is controlled by Maya McCoy. There's Sanak. Long pass to Ludwig.
Under 4 minutes left in the game. Bruins lead 42-18. Sanek, the top of the arc, passes it into the lane, and that's, whoa, almost a jump ball, but now it's a jump ball.
Oh.
Ouch, and McDaniel went down hard on her knee.
And her elbow too.
Oh,
yeah.
Her elbow, that's what it is,
She was pulling it, and she got control of it. Unfortunately, that was not
right.
The result.
Yeah, you want to talk about scrappy? That's Ashlyn McDaniel. That defines her.
I mean, that hurt me just watching.
That was Catherine Payton for 2.
It's a good inbounds pass. Skurlock looking for Crandall. Good pass to McDaniel to Lily, and
nice. That was for 2.
Nothing but net. First points for the Bruins of this quarter. They had gone scoreless up till then.
Bruins have a 24-point lead, just under 3 minutes remaining in the game. There's Madeline Maynard attempting a 3. It's no good, and now here's Jana Ismail coming away. Yeah, and that's going to be a foul on number 2, Madison Neal, I believe. Well, is it?
You said it's inbound, out of bounds.
No, never mind. Okay. That was curious. There's not many calls I'm going to question, but that one was right in front of us, so never mind.
Yeah.
Like you said, just the facts, please, sir.
Just the facts. Well.
Here's Johnston, sends it down low to Ismail, back to Johnston. She pops a 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Dang it. I just really wanted her to get a basket.
So here is Rice Birds coming back. Oh, Skurlock with the steal.
Don't have any input so far on the live fan feedback on our Crown Trophy Bruin Claw tonight.
That foul was on
00.
Sanak. Johnston, that was a great pass by Skurlock to Johnston, and Sanak just could not quite get in position. First one's up and in.
Missing out on all this great commentary from Christina, and she won't let me plug her mic in. All right. Madison Neal at the top of the arc, sends it across over to Dee Smith. Passes it back over to Sanic, and now a foul is called. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's going to go on Jana Ismail. That's her first personal foul and fourth team foul against the Bruins. Nobody in foul trouble. Under a minute left. It's a running clock. Sportsmanship rule is in effect.
Is it?
I think.
No, it has to be 35 points, right?
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure, but the clock was running, so.
Ismail for three off the front of the iron. Johnston with the rebound.
Off the front of the rim, too. Under 30 seconds left in the game. There's Sanic working her way back to center, and Johnston playing all kinds of defense there.
Neal couldn't get it to go, and McDaniel's just going to hold on to this one.
Yeah, she'll put the brakes on.
Yep. We'll see the clock down to 0.
So that's going to be the end of this one. The Bruins win 46-20 and move on in the tournament.
We will maybe have an opponent for you later.
Yeah, it depends on who wins later tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that. So as we mentioned earlier, keep in mind that we're going to have 2 broadcasts tonight. This one will end here in a few minutes, and then we'll be back just before 7:30 when the boys will tip off. So be sure to come back for that one.
Food.
Go get some food. Come back. We're going to have like a 2.5 hour break? What is it? Yeah, it's 2 hour break. 2 hour break. So the idea that the AAA had in that was that since it's a tournament game, there's going to be lots of people in attendance, and so that will give them time to clear out the facility, clean it, sanitize everything before the next crowd comes in for the second game.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So before we give away our Crown Trophy Brewing Claw, let me tell you about Crown Trophy. They have Crown Trophy of Little Rock. They have every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even coworkers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. And, of course, I would be amiss without telling you about the RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Household Team. If you have property to sell, or if you're looking to downsize, you need to sell some commercial property. If you're a growing family with just too much stuff and not enough place to put it all, the RE/MAX Affiliates Realty Household Team is here to help solve your problem. With a combined 40 years of experience, Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer residential and commercial services. So call or text them today for a complete consultation and market survey to find the perfect solution for you. Call Ron Jones at 501-416-3658 or their office at 501-225-1950. You can visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com. And his message to everyone out there is go Bruins. So I'm going to take a glance here at the live fan feedback. We didn't have any messages earlier. Yeah, there's one that agrees with what Christina said earlier. This player started the game. What?
Yeah, photo bomb. Grant just kind of wandered on into the.
Oh, just wandered up into the shot.
Energizer Bunny.
Oh, no. Now Zach has got matching boots with Grant. Oh, no. Or we're going to have to get the turn around and, hey.
They got 2 good legs between them, right?
Turn around and show everybody your matching shoes here. Oh, that's not good news, Zach. So, of course, Zach Biagioni and Grant Swindle, both star members of the Bruin wrestling team. But
they can start doing the 3-legged race. Just attach the.
Yeah, just cut them in half. You got one decent wrestler. You've got a left foot here, a right foot there. I don't think there'll be any leg wrestling out of these two for a little while anyway. But so anyway, Christina said, I can't even remember everything that he said. It doesn't matter. She said this player came out on fire, really kind of hyped up the rest of the team, started out lots of points. It's got to go to Riley Smith tonight.
I disagree.
Okay.
I'm thinking Blakely James. And she had 8 points, but first of all, I'm going to go ahead and preface it. This is a low-scoring game for the Bruins.
Sure.
This is a team that puts up 70, 60, 80 points, close to 100 once, and so in a game where there's a lot of defense, a lot of scrappiness, a lot of pushing and shoving, and of course the referees pretty much swallowing the whistles.
Right.
Which fair game to them. That's appreciate it.
Yeah.
Makes it go quicker. But she was out there fighting like tooth and nail. Knocked down in 3. Had free throws. Had a couple of putbacks for 8 points, and I just think she deserves it.
Okay.
Just because, especially when I was trying to look at the scoreboard. I mean, Riley Smith had 14.
With no fouls.
No fouls.
Yeah.
And then the starting 5 all kind of the points just kind of spread throughout them, and felt like Blakely James just certainly stood out as far as defensive effort goes. So,
okay,
defensive game, you give it to the best defensive player.
I like that. All right, so congratulations, Blakely James. All right, well, folks, we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast, and then don't forget, come right back to either PABruins.tv, or if you have a Apple TV, Roku, Chromecast, whatever it is, and you're using the YouTube app, just again, search PA Live, or just go to youtube.com/PA Live. You'll find the broadcast later tonight. Like I said, we'll start at about 7:25, about 5 or 10 minutes before tip-off at 7:30. The Bruin boys will be, they're already starting to get out here and warm up, and they're going to host eSTEM in this next conference tournament game.
Semi-finalish.
Yeah, it's right toward the end of this one. So,
yep.
All right, we will see you then. Until then, good luck, good night, and 73.